tracking trips at past the wire, no matter what your level of play is. You know, people play the horses for all types of reasons: the action, the excitement, the thrill, the challenge. Some, believe it or not, even play expecting to lose. Me, I don't have that problem. I play to win and take down scores and have been doing it successfully for a long time. This is the life I've chosen. Don't go into battle alone. I do that. And you can have me and tracking trips as your second set of eyes. You can be a better. Let's win this fight. Patience, discipline, like a cobra, ready to strike at the right time. When we win, we celebrate, and we celebrate hard because the rewards make all of it worth it. Nobody does it better. Tracking trips have passed the wire. Be a member, unless, of course, you hate money.
Well, hello everyone. Here we are in another week, and it's been very cold over here in the east. Here in Kentucky land, it's been freezing. Matter of fact, every night it's been in the teens every night. So we've been extremely cold. So anyway, last week, once again, came shy. We got shy. We didn't hit the pick five. We hit four. We did okay on pick, getting some exactas, trifectas, and stuff like that. But we just came up short on that. So we're going to try again at Aqueduct, the big race day. There's some 2-year-old races that are really nice. Of course, we have the Cigar Mile also there. And then anyway, we're going to try to hit that pick five there with the Cigar Mile in that race, in that pick five sequence. But before we get started, I want to thanks to Race Lens for all the tools that we have for this show. And hopefully we can get some winners there. And then if you have any questions, once again, like always, you want to claim a horse or want to own a horse, what about trainers, all that stuff, buy a horse at a sale, shoot me an email and I'll help you out as much as I can, even if it's with breeding or anything like that. So once again, we'll get started. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to start at Aqueduct at, I believe it's race number 7. Yeah, it's race number 7 we're going to start with. And there's a bunch of 2-year-olds going in a mile and an eighth. All right, the first horse here, look at this number 1 horse. One time it only ran once, 6.5 furlongs, set really close to the pace overall. This horse is bred to go long. Really nice breeding. I really like this horse a lot. I think if this horse keeps on developing, which, right now it's too early to really tell, but this is one of my horses that I really like for the Derby look right now. I think this horse is one of them that you would have to, if you have that early bet, if you're going to place the early book bet on them, this for me would be definitely one of them, maybe one of 4 right now. So anyway, this horse ran really well, bred for this, Mott's training, juniors riding, everything's perfect about this horse on the rail. Is this horse ready for a mile and an eighth right now? I guess no one really knows for sure, but I trust Bill Mott, of course. And Junior rode it last time. I'm sure they have it planned up their sleeve. I have a feeling in this race they have to sit pretty close to the pace because they're on the rail. So I see this horse sitting pretty close. I don't know if this will be your leader. I don't think so. But it's definitely got some of that speed to take it wire to wire if he had to. And let's see what the Raceland says. Hot jockey in the last 10 days. Okay, yeah, that's true. I mean, this 67%. ROI is a plus 165. So yeah, he is the hot jockey in the last 10 days. So other than that, there's not much more to go off of this horse. Got nice spread of nice workout pattern. So this is one of my horses, definitely for the win column. You betcha. I think this horse is one of the horses to beat in this race. But this turns out to be a very nice race. Okay, so we're going to go to the number 2 horse now. This horse actually has not really done much wrong, to be honest with you. First time out, you always forgive him on the first time out. Ran very even that first time out. Ran very good. Second time out, went at a mile on a good track. Boom, did perfect. Franco was aboard. Then the next time out, went a mile and 16th. Ran even overall throughout the whole race. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And this horse definitely has a talent to do something. Chad Brown, do we need to say any more about that? Franco stays aboard. So is this a horse, a major player for this race? I don't know about for the win column. I'm going to be a little reserved on that. I'm going to say more for the exacta or tries. I don't think for the win column this is the horse for me. But I would not be 100% shocked, actually, if the horse did get up and win. But I think the one is a better horse than this horse right now, even. Maybe in the future, this horse is totally bred to do that, the classics and stuff like that, like the Derby and stuff. So Uncle Mo out of a Tappet mare. So you got to like that. So keep an eye on this horse maybe for the future, too. The 3. Horse has got some speed. This probably maybe your most likely early runner, front runner. Going turf to dirt. The train only gets 8%, but Hardy he gets all these Godolphin horses and he does a really good job with them. He's kind of a low-key type of trainer. He's not flashy or anything like that, but he definitely knows how to get horses to the winner's circle. He keeps them in shape. He's really good horseman. This horse, I think, is going to be the one that's going to go out in front. Pratt's taking over the irons, so that might be a little dangerous too. A little aggressive. Horse won last time as the favorite, yeah. And definitely a player for the win column. Definitely, in my books, out of Mummings and Tappet, out of a Tappet mare. Definitely got to like this horse. Another one that's bred for this type of stuff, this classic type of run. So, in my opinion, this horse has a heck of a shot for the win here. So I think he's a major, major, major player. The 4 is our next one. This one, has been doing everything perfect. I'm not going to knock this horse too much, to be honest with you. This horse did everything he's supposed to be doing. At Laurel Park, won first time out. Then they took it to Saratoga, won. Finished second at Saratoga in a grade 3. I mean, how much more do you want to ask from this horse? Then it finished a really bad beat up 7th in a grade 3, but he did hit the gate. He got bumped and stuff. So you know what? You could put just a line through that race and don't even pay attention to it because you look at the other races right after it. He's very consistent. This horse will be coming at the end. I just don't know if it's going to be enough at the end to get there. Major player, I don't think so. I think this is more for that's my dog crying like a little baby. Anyway, I think this horse would be just running a little too late for everything. But I think take note for this horse. Watch this horse a lot. Put it in your virtual stable. Matter of fact, all these horses in this race overall, I think you should put in your virtual stable. Kind of watch them, see how they develop going into the Derby run. So for me, I'm going to take a pass on this horse. But I do think the horse has got tons of talent, and I don't blame them for taking a shot here at all, 100%. With the 5 here, another one that has some speed, but I think this horse can rate because the first time out, the horse kind of sat there and rated pretty good overall with Pratt. Davis stays aboard on this horse when he broke his maiden from wire to wire on 7 furlongs. Now they are going a mile and 1/8. He's going to be meeting the other horse with some speed. but I think this one has a little bit more touch of class than the other one. Chad Brown's the trainer, of course. Davis is riding for him. Davis is hot too. He's a hot rider. He's actually always hot, man. To be honest with you, especially in New York, people just don't talk about him enough, and he keeps on getting the job done always. Um, this in the last 10 days, he's 35% in the win column. You just got to love that. And this jockey trainer combo, look at that ROI plus 44%. When do you see a plus ROI with Chad Brown, right? So there you go. So is this a major player in this race? I definitely believe so. For this, the win column, the horse won last time as a favorite. That's the race lens angle on this race. So for me, I definitely think it's a major player. So look out. The 6 started off okay in his his young career, of course. Did not do too bad at all. First time in stakes, ran even. Nothing to be ashamed about. And actually, last time out, kind of ran even again. And that's with Kendrick aboard. Kendrick usually gets him popped out of the gate pretty good, and it didn't look like he popped out. He got a clean break, but this horse doesn't have that kind of speed. I don't think to keep up with some of these horses. Now, for me, I'm just going to take a seat back. This is one of them that I just I cannot put any money on this horse at all. So buyer beware type of thing. The 7, here's a horse that definitely has some talent. Once again, another one that has talent. But is it for this level? This horse, kept on having a heck of a time getting out of those maiden ranks. 4th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 3rd. Then he dropped the 7th in there. What the heck happened there? I don't know. He struck the rail, they said, and so we could throw a line to that race. Then he finally breaks his maiden. So I think this horse has got an uphill battle here. So for me, not for my money, I'll take a seat back and see how this horse develops for later on. And that's how I see this race. We'll go to see what Race Lens has, how they see the race developing for this race. All right, and here we go. Oops. All right. They see in the early stages, they see the 3, 5 out in front. I don't know. It could be the 3 for sure. I think the 5 might do go out there in front, but watch out for that one. One of those other horses, that might try to do something. They said mid-pack. They still see the 3 and 5 out there in front. They say it's going to be 3 and 5 all the way to the end. They got the 3 winning at 53%, the 5 at 19%, 4, 11, 1 at 6, and 2 at 4. Well, I see it a little different. I see it 1, 5, 3, 2. I really do like the 1. I think this horse is going to be a monster. But is the horse a monster enough for me to single in this race? Not yet. It's too early. Too early. If you only had one race, I'm not going to get super excited yet on this horse. Here's my adjustments there for Aqueduct. This is what I have my template at. 5 on speed, 4 on class, 5 on form, 4 on distance, 3 on jockey and jockey trainer. And then I got a 4 on pace and trainer. And then I got 3s on track angles and track conditions. That's how I have it. So see the true odds here. They got the 3 at 4 to 5. We got 5 to 1. I don't know if you're going to get. I don't think you're going to get 4 to 5. I think there's plenty of horses in here that could take a lot of money. The 1, the 3, the 5, and even the 2 could take up some of that money. So I think it's going to be pretty good. I don't know. Maybe the 5 might be 6 to 5 because it's morning line 6 to 5. I might see that. I could probably see that happening, but I don't think much lower than that, to be honest with you. So we're moving right along here. We're going to go to the Cigar Mile. That's our next race. Now, once again, this race has always been for great horses out there, and it makes them a great stallions, makes them valuable. But here today, we got some horses that are not everyday names, except for probably the number one horse here. This horse is, I've always liked this horse, to be honest with you. Um, this horse is always done well. It's a 3-year-old going against older, so it's about that time of the year you could do that. I think this horse has got a lot of talent. This horse is going to be flying at the end, people. Remember, this is a 1-turn mile, okay? 1-turn mile. So if you have horses that always win at 2-turn miles, doesn't mean this they would do well at a 1-turn mile. This is where sprinters look great going a mile, okay? And this is a sprinter that goes a mile, okay? And but this is more of a closer. So he's going to have a good setup here. I think there's plenty of speed in here for him to run at. He runs at projected ratings at 89, 92, and 110. And then the angle here for the number one horse is a horse shipping into the track and wins at multiple circuits. Horse has got a lot of great talent. I love this horse, but for me, I think this horse has got a heck of a shot for sure at second. I just don't know about the win column. So if you like the horse enough to put it to win, go for it, because I think the horse has got enough talent to do that. Just for me, I think it more on the exactas and trifectas is for me on this horse. Here's one of your speed horses. See, you got horses out there that's ran at the Belmont at Aqueduct. It's still Aqueduct. He run, turn around, and this horse tries to go wire to wire. Almost did it last time, but the time before it did do it. So this horse can handle the 1-turn mile pretty good because he has very good speed. The question is here, what about this class? I mean, this horse did run at a grade 3 last time, did finish second. I just don't know. This is really a tough race to be in. And for me, I think they're really asking a lot from this horse this time. And there's plenty other speed in here, as you're going to see in a minute. So for me, if anything, if you are going to do anything with this horse, I would put it on the bottom side of my exotics. But for me, I'm just going to take a seat back. I'm just going to watch this one go by. Okay, the 3, another interesting horse. I've always kind of liked this horse too. Jamie Ness is the trainer. Ruben's riding, so kind of a regular combination there. This horse has a lot of speed. He could be challenging. He's more of a pace horse. I don't know if he'll take the actual lead, but if he does, he's got the other one to deal with the 2 horse. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, who's going to break first and who's going to be out in front, but this is definitely one of your leaders. But for me, I think this horse is not going to have enough there for the rest of these horses that do have a little bit more talent in my book. So I'm going to take a step back on this horse today, but I have to admit this horse is a hard-knocking horse, but I just think he's over his head just a little bit. All right, the 4. Last time out threw in a clunker, okay? So, he doesn't really run good races back-to-back, not even at all. I mean, I'm trying to look back if you ever put him back-to-back. So he puts in a couple clunkers, then he'll throw in a decent race. So this horse, in my opinion, is definitely over his head. This is a 3-year-old, even though 3-year-olds can compete against 4-year-olds at this time of the year. Got a great jockey trainer combo with 50% win, 335% ROI. That's an unbelievable number. But for me, I'm just going to take a seat back. I'm just not for my money, not today. The 5. Interesting horse here. Last time grade 1 at the Breeders' Cup Sprint. Finished 3rd. Did really well. Did a mid rally there at the end. This horse has a lot of talent. They got this horse before that with 7 furlongs, a lot of sprints. They had the rights. I mean, I would have gone for the sprint too, probably. To be honest with you, I would have gone for that sprint too in the Breeders' Cup. But I think this 1-turn mile might just be perfect for him. This might be the best setup for this horse. Pratt staying aboard. This horse is a type that's going to sit pressure. He doesn't need the lead. He does not need the lead. He might let those other ones go. He could sit there 3rd, super close on the outside of them. and take over. I think this horse could take over whenever he wants to. I think he's going to be the one to beat in this race. He has a heck of a shot of winning this, and for him, and when he does retire and go to stud, this race will definitely put him on the map for that, because he does have a couple of grade ones, a grade 1 and a grade 2 wins. So if he puts this one in there, now he's got the mile there, and that'd be perfect. And it's a 1-turn mile, yes, but hey, I think this is a horse to beat. That's all I have to say about that. Now, number 6. Last time did pretty well, going a little much longer, cutting back today. My question is does he have enough speed for this? He will be flying at the end, I think. I think this horse will sit, if he has to sit closer today to do any kind of damage at the end of this race. So I just don't know if he can sit closer. That's the thing. He does have Kendrick, which will be the jockey you would want if you want him to sit closer and make one big run. But for me, I'm going to take a step back. This is a horse for course. The horse does very well at Aqueduct. So you could, I mean, if you want to place it, that's a 15-1. That might be a good payoff. But for me, I'm just going to take a seat back. The 7, very good horse. I've liked this horse since at the beginning of it running. Has done really nothing really wrong, to be honest with you. He's lost against Fierceness and Muth. I mean, what do you want to say about this horse? This horse has got tons and tons of talent. Will it be the horse to beat? It could be like the 5. I think the 5's the horse to beat. If there's anybody going to beat that 5, I think will be this 7 right here. Pletcher, John Velasquez combo. Perfect. John Velasquez has been hot the last 10 days, plus 48% on the ROI. Gotta love that. Horse won at the last race as a favorite. You gotta love that with LASIK. So LASIKs are off again, but the LASIK thing is not a problem for him. This horse, this could be the race this horse might need. So look out for this horse. I'm not saying that the 5's a pure lock, but this is locked. This name's locked here. So I think this is the main competition to the 5. So you got 5-7, 7-5, if that's how you want to play it, or put them on top of anybody else you want. But those are the 2 top horses, in my opinion, in this race. The 8, definitely a nice horse. You got to like this horse. Everything this horse does has some speed. The question is, can he handle this class? Right now, I'm going to say no right now. Cherie DeVoe does everything right. I have to give her 100% kudos for that. Junior's there on riding for her. I just don't think this is a perfect race for this horse with these other horses. Horse got speed to steal it if he wanted to, but I think there's plenty in here. This horse is on the outside of him. Might break good and might go for the lead, but the thing is, too many other horses with tons of pressure to push that horse along. So for me, I'm going to say a no-go. The 9 horse here. Very interesting. This horse, I think, is starting to improve again, where he was on great form. Rosario stays aboard on this horse. He was in the British Cup Classic. Didn't run bad. He just ran into a freight train, Sierra Leone. And, of course, Fierceness running second, which was an excellent second for that horse also. He bumped, and he got a couple of things happen in that race for him. I still don't think he would have caught Sierra Leone, to be honest with you. But not to be ashamed about that race at all. I think that was an excellent race for him. This horse will be flying late. My question is there enough real estate for this horse to get to the wire before everybody else? And I'm going to say right now, no, not enough real estate, but definitely put this horse in your tries and supers, because it's definitely worth a shot at that, especially around 6-1. It might even drift up a little bit. And the race lens angles is horse shipping into tracks, wins at multiple circuits. Got to love that, right? But 10, this horse looks like he always likes the mile. Did well at Aqueduct, so he likes the 1-turn mile. The thing is he good enough for this class or for these other horses that I think has got so much talent? There's easy 5 horses in this race that has, in my opinion, probably they're tougher than him, I think. But this horse is going in the right direction. I have to admit that. If you own this horse, you have to keep on pushing this horse levels. You put him at a grade 2, he finished 4th and finished 7 back. You drop him back down to a straight stakes, he wins. You keep that confidence going. Then you put him in a grade 3. You're building up. He wins. So now here we are in this Cigar Mile. So basically, they're building him up again. But this class is pretty hefty, and I'm going to say no to this horse today. The 11, another horse here that has been doing very good at the upper classes, should be able to handle these horses. I think the problem here is the post. I like the breeding, Frosted. The Frosted one that I think was it the Cigar Mile or the Met Mile. I think it was the Met Mile. And this horse will be coming from behind. The question is there going to be enough for him to come back? Come to. There's plenty of other horses going to sit close enough to the pace to make a quicker first step than him. So if anything, I would be putting this horse on the bottom side of my exotics. Horse does have that kind of talent, but not for me in this race. Now, we're going to go to the race lens and see how they project the Cigar Mile. And here we go. We're going to get into that, and we'll see who they think is going to be the leaders, huh? It's going to be interesting. There we go. All right, in this grade 2 Cigar Mile, they're saying the 3-9 is going to go to the lead, possibly the 2 be right there too. So kind of see that. I actually kind of see that. They have the 5, 6, 1 in the next slots. 5, I see the 5 sitting about 3rd or 4th like that, especially in the early going. He has to stay really close, I think. And then in the mid-pack, they have the 5 sitting very close. You got the 3, 5, 9. I don't see the 9 being that close in mid-pack. I see him more back by around 6, where the 10 is, or the 6 is, where they have that. And then at the end, they see the 7 winning, the 5 coming second. Didn't I say those are to me, that's the 2 best horses. 11 coming in 3rd at a 16% chance, and 9 at 13, and then the 1 at 5. Well, I have it 5, 7, 1, 9. I don't have the 11 in there, but definitely I could see the 11. Could possibly do something like that. I have to admit that. So for me, but I'm going 5, 7, 1, and probably leaning more on the 5 than I am the 7. But that's just the way. You have to pick somebody first. You have to pick someone second, and that's what you got to do. Now, we're going to go and try to see what we could do this pick 5. I think we could hit this pick 5 this weekend. You got to just play it right, and you got to sometimes take a chance when you don't think you can. You got to take a chance. All right, the pick 5 starts in race number 6. We have in race number 6, I like the 3, 8, 1. Plus, you also will get the 1A with that. There's 1 and 1A in there. And then I like the 2, 4th. I'm going to play a try 3, 8 over the 3, 8, 1, 2, 10. And the 3, 8 over the 1, 2, 10, 6. Now, to start the pick 5, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going 6 horses deep here. Really, it's 7 because you're getting 1 and 1A if one of them doesn't scratch. 3, 8, 1 and 1A, 2, 10, 6. That's the first leg, the 6th race. The second leg, which is the race we just handicapped, the 7th race, I'm going 1, 5, 3. I'm taking 3 horses in that race. And then in the 8th race, it's the Phillies 2-year-old stakes race going a mile and an eighth. I'm just jumping on the 1. I'm singling the 1 in that race. Yes, I'm going for it in the 8th race. The 9th race, the Cigar Mile, I'm going 5719. Now, why I'm going 5719, even though I think it's between the 5 and the 7, in this type of race, 1-turn miles, some of these other sprinters could do some damage, and the 1 and the 9, I think, are the 2 horses that could do sneak in there and kind of get a little upset in there. And then in the final leg, the 5th leg, the 10th race, I like the 4, 8, 11, 7, 6. I'm going 5 deep in that race. So we're going to try to hopefully get a price in there. In the 7th race, I like 1, 5, 3, 2. I'm going exactive 1, 5. I'm doing a daily double 1, 1. Starting this race, I'm put win on the 1 in the 7th race. That's how much I like that horse. But I like the 8th race a lot. I like the 1, 8, 10, 7. I like the exactive 1 over the 8 and 10. And of course, the win on the 1. The 9th race, I like the 5, 7, 1, 9. The exactive 5 over the 7, 1. I'm going for it in that Cigar Mile. And then the 10th race, I'm going 4, 8, 11, 7. Trifecta is 4, 8 over the 4, 8, 11, 7 over the 4, 8, 11, 7. That's how I see it. And we're going to go out there and see if we could get that winner there. So before I go, I want everyone to go out there and hopefully stay warm, stay safe. And we're going to go out there and try to get that pick 5 at Aqueduct. And let's just see you in the winner circle, and we'll just pick up the money.